Reset. Try that again. Now that my controller is working. I have played Dawn of Sorrow before, but not Aria of Sorrow, so while I know all the big plot twists, I don't know any of the dungeon layout or bosses or things like that. I've heard that this is a lot of people's favorite Castlevania game. It does take place in the future, and along with Dawn of Sorrow are the only two games that do. 2035 in Japan, of course. Everything in Japan has to take place in Tokyo. Everything in the US takes place in New York City or LA. Crowds of spectators are gathering around in anticipation of the first full solar eclipse of the 21st century. My name is Soma Cruz, and I'm a high school exchange student studying abroad in Japan. I live near the Hakuba Shrine, an ancient shrine with strong ties to Japanese mythology. Mina Hakuba, the only daughter of the shrine's caretaker, is both my classmate and my childhood friend. I started making my way to the shrine to see the solar eclipse with Mina, but for some strange reason, the stairway leading up to the shrine felt longer than usual, as if something tried to keep us from our destination. It's Mario 64, staircase. Finally managed to get to the shrine gate, my senses began to dim. The pitch-black sun is holding chaotic darkness together, trying to rouse a sleeping soul as if looking for its missing other half. Isn't there a superstition in Japan of moving through those gates is like entering the spirit realm? Comes up in Okami, I think. And childhood friend hype. It's Soma Cruz. That's pretty much directly the art as well. I'm going to turn it up to teensy. It's a little quiet. Let me know if the volume balance becomes an issue at all. Whoa! What happened? Who's this guy? Genya Arikado. Okay, I wonder who this guy is. I forgot about him. I think he's in Dawn of Sorrow as well, but his name should make it pretty clear. Why have you come here? Dracula's castle, he says flippantly. Oh right, because in this universe everyone's pretty privy to it. So we're in Europe? Inside the solar eclipse. That's awesome, Cyberventure. Huh? An enemy? Several enemies. Okay, so I don't think it's supposed to be a surprise who Arikado is, right? Because he just used that ability. Back to where you came from. Winged skeleton throws spears. What was that thing? What has awakened? Spirit of the creature you killed has just entered your body. You have the power to absorb the abilities of the monsters you kill. How would I have that power? Only you can save her from a painful death. Okay, so I have a little dagger. Got some kind of special power. Throw spears. Press up B to activate. Okay. Cool. Right. Arikado is Alucard. He used Alucard's special move from Symphony of the Night, and his name is Alucard, but in Japanese. We haven't, which is interesting because we haven't seen Alucard since Symphony of the Night. He apparently went to sleep forever, so he said. Cool. Save statues. Like that, we must have inherited the backdash soul from one of these enemies. Yeah, no worries. Cape. Man Soma Cruz. Yeah, it's pretty brilliant. And it makes the most sense in this series, like in Aria and Dawn of Sorrow, but they kind of kept something like that around for games like Portrait of Ruin and Order of Ecclesia, where it's a little bit less flavorful, but it's still really cool. Yeah, it's a pretty fun way to do a Metroidvania. I haven't seen too many other games do that, where like it's based on abilities being rare drops from a cast of enemies in the game. Whoa, probably want to do this with a full complement of magic next time, so I can hit him safely from distance. That does a ton of damage. He's about to crash into the earth. It's a good point. Is it just because they said that I'm inside the solar eclipse, so I'm not really on Earth anymore, apparently? I guess during the War of 1999 they bound Dracula into the eclipse or something? Keep his soul from resurrecting. Get the axe soul from that guy would be really nice. This game's really good, GBA especially. Makes perfect sense. Oh, there's a painting of Adventure Rebirth. That's cool, Sarnas. Throws bones. I'll give it a try. Oh, there's 3 different kinds. So one of them is always an up B skill. But it's kind of like the axe skill. It does really good damage. I'll take it. Maybe it's a rarish drop, that's why it's good damage. Hey, map. Okay, so I have to press a button to conjure the map, but that's okay. I can work with that. Aha. So we'll get some ability that lets us sink in water eventually, presumably. I don't know why I never played this one, but I played Dawn of Sorrow. Maybe it's because I was able to buy Dawn of Sorrow. I think around the DS is when I had my first job. Flying armor, falling speed slows down and jump distance increases. Huh. That's cool. Undine Soul lets you see breakable walls. That's flavorful. I'm not going to spend a bunch of time farming for any souls, though. Yeah. Not planning on doing any farming. Really. Blue Crow. Ah, but I thought I equipped it. Now it says it costs MP per time. Do I have to press a different button combination to trigger it? Oh, the R button, okay. Gotcha. That's cool. That second slot's just use the R button for whatever's in the blue soul slot, I guess. I think just about every enemy in the game has a soul too, right? Okay. Yellow's just always on. Soma! You are adjusting of the oddity of having soul transfer power with the greatest of ease. Yeah, I guess I'm doing this thing. Not gonna question it. Cool. Ow, that's a lot of damage. Did not need to take. Yeah, because not every enemy has a soul in some of the other Metroidvania titles that came out after this. Some of them would, but not everybody. Is there a way for me to see, like, bestiary entries like you can in the other games? Like what the drops are and what the rarity are? Or no, not really. Okay. Which I might have now? Guess not yet. Right, here we go. Data of defeated enemies. And it highlights the ones that I've learned the soul from, presumably, right? Yeah, a little check mark. Okay, gotcha. Did it say the rarity on there? I don't think so. It'd be a fun kind of game to try to 100%, I feel like. Dawn of Sorrow was a ton of fun to 100%. It gets pretty grindy in the end game when you're just killing the same enemy over and over for souls, but... Yeah, right, Yukubo. Looks like I just barely can't make that. It might be intentional. Couple bosses down. Yeah, having bosses have like progression-oriented souls is a really cool way to like move you through the game. You get a thing that lets you fly from a flying boss instead of just having it be an upgrade that boss is guarding for some reason. I like that a little bit better. Scarf? Yeah. You can make that jump, but you're not supposed to be able to. Interesting. You just have to be perfect with when you press the button, presumably? Yeah, there we go. I can't do like a little jump. Which is what I'd like to do. Shit, not good. Yeah, okay. So I can't get up there and I can't like bounce off of him to get to it, so we'll come back to that later. I can jump on him? Oh. Okay. I'll do it right before the ledge there. Watch me not be able to reproduce this jump now, right? Okay, that's cool. Yeah, it's a pretty big defensive bonus this early in the game. The Gorgons you can stand on too, I think. Is that right? Gorgons. Which tend to look pretty similar. Hey, Dialogue, how's it going? Probably don't want to stand that close to them in the future. The bull-looking enemies, and that's been true since Symphony of the Night, presumably. I'll take a bit less damage at least. I don't know if it's gonna make me OP. Is it really not intended to get that? Hey, good seeing ya. How you been? Throw hand grenades? Seriously? That's kind of cool. Pretty expensive to use, though. That's more of a curiosity than something you'd actually want to use. Maybe in a boss fight, we'll see. Let's see. Might want to go up eventually. Is there a way for me to get up there right now? Hey, Sailor Dan, how's it going? Got another skeleton soul. Is there any benefit to getting multiple copies of the same soul in this game? Presumably not. Probably no special items in these, they're just hearts. Worth checking. Souls get powered up. I wish they'd all do that. It feels frustrating when you get one that you already collected and it doesn't do anything. I like the electric effect when they fall backwards like that. It's cool looking. All the enemies have souls. I don't have the ability to get that yet. Save room. Oh, multiples do power up in Dawn of Souls, but not in this one. Yeah, I'm digging it so far, Chaos. I just started it. Who's this guy? Graham Jones. I'm a missionary. Fantastic. He's totally not going to be the final boss. I actually don't know who this NPC is. So. Even though I'm familiar with some of the plot points in this game, let's avoid talking about them for people who are watching this as in lieu of playing it for the first time. They can figure out what's going on their own. But I also legit don't know who Graham Jones is, so don't tell me. True castle exists somewhere else. Small known fact in the underworld, do you believe in vampires? Well, I mean, I don't think you can really believe that the story of Dracula is made up when it's been, like, a significant element of, like, World War I, World War II, and basically all of history for the last 1,000+ years. The church handles these things in utmost secrecy. He's also a religious figure, and it's a Japanese game. Dracula perished in 1999. Nostradamus' great prophecy. Vampire hunters destroyed him completely. They ended his regeneration cycle by sealing his castle. Sealed, yeah, inside the darkness of an eclipse. Still more to the story. Your 2035, a new master will come to the castle and he will inherit all of Dracula's powers. Soma's very trusting. Like, why the hell are you here? Eh, whatever. He gave me some good lore. I'm not going to question him. Just the Soma approach, apparently. Okay, I'll say this looked familiar, but it's not the exact same area we were at earlier. 100%. Right? Cool. Killer fish attacks enemies underwater, perishes when out of water. That's messed up. Oh, okay. So the fish doesn't do any. I understand. I thought I was talking about, like, Soma. About to be like, heck no. Gotta have the Sahagan area at the bottom. Comes with the territory. Yeah, this game looks really good. This one came out before Circle of the Moon, didn't it? I feel like it looks a little bit better than Circle of the Moon. What's the best form of locomotion in this game? Is it backdashing? I'm curious, like, how speedrunners play through this. This is the first advanced one, huh? Through the Moon. Army Dissonance. Oh, so this one's actually pretty late. Interesting. I realized that Harmony came out before this one as well. Yeah, it looks really good. You clearly figured out how to make a GBA game look, or work within the limitations of the GBA, right? See ya, prop. Safe flight. Yeah, I could hear that, Leon. Leon, you might not hear this for a bit, but are you behind on the stream, by the way? I want to refresh. Durga. Try going back up for that here in a second. Ow. Maybe that bone pillar soul. Or not, you know, it's cool too. I love that this series had money for the longest time that did nothing. It was just like score. And it was natural moving into the Metroidvania games to keep that, but have it actually be a real currency that you use to get stuff. Equip. Okay, it is better. Yeah. I guess that, well, it's the first Metroidvania since Symphony of the Night where you're not playing as a Belmont, right? They're like, hey, let's try to take this Symphony of the Night thing and bring back Belmonts, and both of those games worked really well. Like, I really enjoyed both Harmony of Dissonance and Circle of the Moon. They were really good. But maybe like having a different character like this opens up your design space a bit more. You're not stuck using a whip for the whole game. Yeah. He wasn't a Belmont, but like he used the vampire killer. He was effectively one. Isn't he like descended from Sypha, Belnades, and Belmonts? I like the GBA take on a lot of these classic enemy sprites instead of just reusing the old one. Okay, well, I just saved, so I should be able to attempt this fairly safely. Oh, I thought they said it was the vampire killer at one point. It really isn't the vampire killer in that game? Manticore. It is actually a Manticore. Ouch. Oh, double ouch. Not good. Probably get more overall damage per mana point using the skeleton. Yeah, it still shows the number that I've collected, so it really doesn't do anything. Why does it show me collecting more of them if it doesn't do anything? Nice. They're just like carrying on the tradition of the Belmonts then. Silk Robe. Increases int but decreases defense significantly. Oh, okay. And I get more spells later, maybe. That's why you can use the card spells, right, Chaos Factor? He's a descendant of Sypha, Castlevania 3. Use bones in the room with the robe. Oh, is there like a secret ceiling there or something? Okay. Sorry, I misunderstood. I don't know anything about Nathan. It's a cool secret. You wonder, like, what's the deal with this whole section over here? It's just money, though. A decent amount of money, though. Take it. Can't climb up there yet. Try not to let that hit me. Wonder if we want him to throw the rock at that? If that opens something up, let me try it here. No, I guess not. Huh. Yeah, I thought that he was like kind of like the Morris family. He was connected to the Belmonts in some way. I didn't realize that he had no connection at all. Just uses a whip just cuz, basically. Right. Hello, zombie officer. These are all like fantasy zombies, like sci-fi zombies, I guess, because the zombie soldier we got earlier gave us a grenade. So it takes place in the future. Those enemies. Suspicious wall, but didn't actually have anything behind it. Evil butcher. What drives the souls drop rate? Is it the luck stat in this one? Is there anything else? There's gotta be like items you can get to that all equipped increase soul drop rate. I assume this guy gives you the shitty dagger ability. Yeah, what do you know? There we go. It's luck. Animated from the soldiers that attacked Castlevania in 1999. Gotcha. It's pretty cool. It's too bad we never got to play the game about the 1999 Castlevania attack. Hello! Oh god. It's Quelaag. I want to use that particular ability there. There we go. Good, they drop uncurses. Hopefully with a little bit more regularity than we were getting the anti-venoms in Portrait of Ruin, right? Nice. Good secret walls. Get a melon! Fantastic! Ah, shit. Don't curse me, you sons of bitches. Okay, let me try doing one of these. Really? It looks like that's a busted wall. This is just money. Hang over here. No. Hey, save room. One of these pillars in these save rooms is going to be breakable. I don't know if it's ever going to be conveyed with color or something like that. That's cool. This idea of the student witch. It's like they have all the classic monsters. It's like we got to redo them though for the GBA. I'm gonna make new ones. Hey, who's this? Who are you? Yoko Belnades. Yay! There's your descendant of Sypha. How would a member of the church recognize me? You've met Alec. Okay, so just to make it doubly clear, now you know for sure. Arikado. Actually a decent guy. Share the same dark powers. You didn't know that? Thanks, Yoko. I want to call it a dark power. That doesn't mean it's evil. It's like a weapon. So I got this power, begun to lose my sense of self. Be confident. That's the most important. I did see Graham. Yeah, he seemed like a douchebag. Believe he will inherit Dracula's powers. Okay. He did not look like a bad guy. I've got a bridge to sell you. Don't be fooled by his totally not at all a bad guy appearance. Graham is a bad guy? Seymour's gonna betray us?
Oh my god. Oh my god! Although actually it was sort of obvious.
Goofy. What normal move is it? Oh god. Hold on. Shit. That's not good. Oh, all this effort to keep the old attack animations. It's quite cool, actually. Go back to that save point earlier. And it's just off to the west. Clear the curse that way. Oh, it looks like curse wears off on its own without too much trouble, compared to some of the earlier games. Yeah, right? Just add that as a sound effect. I'd ask him for permission. My machinations lay undetected. Anybody else hearing this? Okay, so I can't do the little ground dash yet. Remember that that's down there when I get it. Yeah, right. Game Saucer. It's like, thanks a lot, Soma. There we go. I guess there's a copper armor that you're maybe technically not supposed to be able to reach. Although it didn't feel like it was cheating to get to it. Like, totally something I imagine most players would attempt to do. Very close. Yeah, it was like my third jump attempt that I got it. Whoa. It's pretty cool. I have to backstep to get in there. Ah, clever. That was pretty neat. Yeah. I don't know if it was actually not meant to be gettable, like if it was really an oversight. Whip sword. Sounds great. It's not a whip. It's still a sword. But is it basically a whip? Yes. It's that thing, what's her nuts uses in Soul Calibur? Ivy? I like having that range. You get deeps on it too. I go save before I go do the boss. It's a little bit slower than the short sword. This is the downside. Ouch. Yeah, I like the range. Confers safety, right? Ouch. I'm a lion in a wheel for some reason. Don't question it. I might switch off of the... Do I have any good souls? Try this one. Probably not great, though. Let's good for hitting an enemy like this. It's dangerous from a distance. And you can shoot a lot of them really fast. It's actually pretty decent. Cool. Boss drops his soul and it doesn't appear later than it turns 100%. Okay. So you don't have to worry about like reloading the save over and over and fighting bosses to try to get all the boss souls. It would make it permanently missable, right? There is one that's permanently missable then? Great armor. Can't quite get his head, it looks like. This is probably where the bone would be pretty good if I can throw it over his head and have it land, hit him multiple times on the way down. Try it. Yeah, it actually does good damage too. Oh, I see. Interesting. What's a child like yourself doing in a place like this? You're rude, Grandpa. Uji-san. Hammer. The army ordered me to come here. This guy is like descendant of Grant Dynasty, I think. Let's build on my mission. Gathered at the shrine. Let's be good customers, so I open up a shop. Be a good deal. Thanks, Hammer. I guess don't let me kill that boss the wrong way, I guess. Hey. Now, hold on. Okay, so anything that says ability is something that you just learn permanently. And Malthus is the crow demon monster, right? It's the eyebrows. Double jump hype. So this is when I would get the copper plate, like 40 minutes into the game or so, instead of 18 minutes into the game. It's not too bad. Does the color of the enemy's name, is that telling in any way? They're all purple, presumably. That's cool. That's interesting you don't actually fight him to get his soul in this one. It's just in a room behind a different unrelated boss. They're all purple, okay. Okay, so this is the slide area down here, so I don't have that. Ooh, not good. Double not good. Oh, come on. Questionable hitboxes. Okay, I don't think anywhere new I can get via jumping here. So this game came out after some of the titles that had, I'm sure that this game has like a wear the glasses type fake bad ending like we had in Symphony of the Night. I'm pretty sure there's one in Dawn of Sorrow as well. If I'm coming up on the point of no return where I might possibly miss out on the good ending, just go ahead and speak up and let me know. Speaking of other things that I would like not to miss, Boss Soul is one of them for sure. We'll see if I figure it out as part of the main game. The last few ones we've played, although we haven't played them in order, right? Like, it was pretty obvious in Order of Ecclesia. Probably Order of Ecclesia was the most obvious. Fairly clear in Portrait of Ruin as well. They talked about it a few times. Heart-shaped pendant. Yeah, I'm getting more luck. I equip everything that gives me a luck bonus. Who needs defense? Bottom area? What are you talking about, Mega Man? I don't think I can get up there. Oh, I see. To get a new weapon, sure. Very similar puzzle in, I think it was Circle of the Moon that totally missed. Which was the one that had all of the weird, tricky block puzzles? Pushing them in exactly the right spots. That's cool. I like the arc on that in this game. Ooh, block puzzles! Absolutely. You gotta be as casual and yet purposeful, right? Is the way I would describe the movement animations for most Castlevania characters. Like, Jonathan and Charlotte were aberrant in that they actually did this, like, pushing animation. Okay, nothing to do over to the left, let's go. Yeah, just kind of walk into them. I like the range on the whip sword, but I like the arc on this thing. It's helpful for a lot of enemies. I feel like the base soul drop rate's pretty low in this game, but maybe it's just because you're expected to fight a lot of these enemies many, many times. Jonathan should have stopped the train like that, exactly. Purposeful walk. Bastard sword. I'm always going to assume that equip is first, so it's going to take me hours to get over that. Okay, so I would pick that for the different animation. It's interesting that Order of Ecclesia was the first one to come up with the, hey, let's make most abilities and like weapons competitive with each other, and just have them have different animations. Rather than have, okay, the broadsword's a flat upgrade over this. I feel like it really reduces loot spam, and it makes items a lot more exciting in general. Standard hammer. Really slow swing speed. Definitely prefer the faster swing. Oops, we actually want the broadsword. There you go. I just went blind for a second there. Jonathan should have suplexed the train, let's be honest here. Is that how it worked in Dawn? There were a couple spells in Ecclesia that felt like flat upgrades over earlier ones, but even those were often just a different animation, right? I honestly feel like that should be the approach in most video games. It just feels better. I don't like when there's a correct weapon to use from a DPS perspective, you know? Regardless of situation. And this is where the... oh. Combat knife. Alright, well if this is anything like Symphony of the Night, this thing's gonna be busted. Guess the range still sucks. Oh, lucky drop. This area is pretty. I want to get rid of the evil butcher though. Let's go back to the skeleton. Really want to get the classic axe. Luck is increased by 4. Shit, yeah. You know what I want, game? Save that as soon as possible here. Anti-venom. Okay. Should keep the plus luck passive thing on for the whole game and never use anything else. Warp room? Cool. Yeah, I agree. It would be easier to get all the other souls in the game, right? So I hadn't found any other yellow souls. Ow. Look at this guy drops a combat knife. He has this giant, like, buster sword. That's just there to tease me about some choker. Appreciate that. Now I should try to go for it. It's okay, GBA. You can handle this. Oh, it's a fist weapon. That's cool. Later, Game Saucer. Sleep well. Thanks for hanging out. Catch you next time. Okay. So we'll come back here later when we get several new powers. I'm not sure if we're going to get mist form or not. Maybe something similar. Oh, we gotta get a high jump to get up to that weapon. Purposeful walk. This is normally only accessible via double jump, I guess. Yeah. It's crazy. I say this in every Metroidvania, but access to double jump is how it fundamentally impacts the way you play through the game, you know? The way you see all the maps. No souls, no equipment. Was that actually fun? Imagine it was just an endurance fest, right? Never went in the store, huh? Let me sneak back really quick and hit that save point on the other side of this loading hallway. I like they kept those little interstitial hallways in between areas even though they weren't really necessary anymore. They were loading rooms in Symphony of the Night, which had the little disc icon. But they're cool, they serve other purposes than just loading, you know? I don't have very much money though. I guess I can go over there. It's a lot about endurance, it sounds like. This guy's music. I had no idea you were so popular with the ladies. Good to be young. Castle map 2. Sure. I guess he sells the combat knife. Okay, so I could have bought it by now. Katana. Nondescript sword. Definitely the eyebrows. Hey, Mina. His name's Hammer. He's a decent guy. Yeah, shop. Have you just been standing there not talking to him this whole time? What'd she say? That's frustrating. Hey, lucky charm, even more luck. Sold in Hakuba Shrine. Stacking luck to my own detriment. Some people are socially awkward. I hear you, Chaos. I don't know though, like, I kind of under the impression that Hammer's been standing there with his shop set up for like hours, and she's just standing like 10 feet away staring at him. There's like our brand of socially awkward, and then there's that. He's the one being socially awkward then too if he's not talking to her. My luck stat is close to doubled since the last time we came through here killing enemies. We'll have a better chance of getting some souls from these things. Well, it seems like the drop rate's pretty low by default, since you'll be fighting them a lot. Ouch. Pendant. Ordinary pendant must give you a small luck upgrade. It's way too cool to have to make the first move. Alright. Okay, can I move these boats, or are they on rails? They're on rails, presumably. I could try jumping at the last second and then floating over, and then double jumping when I get close, maybe. No, it's not gonna cut it. Tasty meat. Fantastic. Don't have the ability to sink in water yet. Yeah. Any humans at all, right? Everybody knows. You just roleplay as a Austrian man. There's nothing else of merit down here, really, looks like. They bring out those tiny devils quickly. Okay, so we'll get water sinking power eventually. I'm going to try checking out the castle down to the right. Right and then down. And I'll go up to the big part of the Castle 2 map I just unlocked. Was there a backstep, like, pedestal there? Like a thing that I destroyed that gave me the backstep power? I couldn't tell if I got that from attacking a Sahuagin and it just appeared by accident. Are there any of these gray, like, progression abilities? Those all... You're guaranteed to find all of them by the time you beat the game, right? There's not one that's like a drop from an enemy? That would be kind of cool to do that. Excellent. It was a pedestal. Okay. Good to know. I wonder if there's a way to get down here. There is one that's a drop. So you're not guaranteed to get it. Be a cool place to put the secret. You see it from below, you know that it's there, but I don't think it really is. Didn't look like it. Probably a isolated room. Right? This is right. I don't remember what was blocking me here. Attacks using supersonic waves. I like supersonic waves. Okay, I can't get down there. And I can't get up there as far as I can tell. Let's give that a try. How about that? Sounds like a minor AoE. Don't think I want to be close enough to enemies to use that. I did play Dawn of Sorrow back when it came out, so I don't really remember much from it. I remember the final boss fight in Julius mode. I did that a couple times. I thought it was super cool. I'm probably going to beat Dawn of Sorrow and Julius. Like, we'll beat it normally and then we'll do Julius mode. Because it's super cool. I think it's like the correct way to end it. It's possible but unintended. Interesting. That one I'm not sure how you would do, even if it's kind of possible, Death Johnson. Gotta like bounce off an enemy, because if you got to like hit by an enemy and have that knock you back, that would be one thing, right? That would feel exploity. But I like sequence breaking. Creates a revolving wall of flame. Oh, that's cool. Good for area progression later, maybe. It's a breakable wall by the peeping eye. Okay, I can go back there later. I did not notice that. Boo urns. Also boo urns. Okay. I guess I'll go back in that direction. There's other stuff to check out to the right there. Jumping off to the side and moving over lets you get up. Huh. Interesting. Skull Archer, enchanted arrows. Neat. Right. Ooh, I don't like the cast animation. That is way too long. Okay. Didn't notice that at all. It's a consumable I will never use. Okay, more map coverage is always cool. Yeah. Delay in getting them to land would drive me crazy though. So the double jump eliminates the need for... I was to say, it's kind of frustrating that a progression thing is on the same slot as like a combat spell. The fireball that surrounds you, and I'm guessing as you progress through the game you get other modes of progression that don't require you to hold the button down. The double jump more or less covers for that in some ways. A frankly excessive stream of bats in the background there. Lance. Ooh, I don't like that animation or how long it takes to come out. No reason to climb up that way. New area hype. It still kind of looks like a disc that the bat is holding. It's cool. It's a nice touch. Who's this dude? People call me Jay. Are you a criminal? I have amnesia. Told with an accident in 1999. I woke up in the hospital. Forgotten my name and my past. I don't really know about that whole dark power thing. Mr. J. Call me Jay. You can call him Jay-san. Filled with fear when I hear the name Dracula. I came here because of the prophecy. I also thought my memory might return. Cool. I like his sprite. His costume's really cool looking. Are you an exorcist? Later, dude. What a little cast of characters, huh? We got Sypha Belnades is, I guess her name is Yoko. Descendant of Sypha. Got Hammer, the merchant. We've got Graham, the creepy missionary. He's probably trying to take Dracula's power. Let's do Jay, and guy who's definitely Alucard. I guess Soma would have no reason to know who that is. Okay, so I don't have the slide ability. One thing I kind of like about the Castlevania series is that, like, it's really easy to run into this problem where you try to do the whole, you know, villain escalation where each new enemy is always way nastier than the last one, and every now and then they're just not going to pan out. But Castlevania, you always end up fighting Dracula, pretty much no matter who the bad guy is for the rest of the game, with a couple exceptions. So even if, like, the bad guy they picked was kind of dumb, and you don't really care for them. Like, I wasn't all that threatened by the Count Orlok's Browner guy from Portrait of Ruin. But that was okay, because killing him resurrected Dracula, and Dracula is always fun to fight. I like the friendship is magic Dracula and Death fight. It would have been fun if they would really swap each other out like that, though. Dracula! Death! Dracula! Have like a little anime fight thing where they like have both of their portraits on the screen. The warp room. Cool. Fortunately, the warp rooms in this one aren't super close to save points, so they don't act as de facto save points. I kind of wish that fight went on a little longer, the Death Dracula one. Let's see. Gym clothes. Okay, I'm glad that they're a defense decrease. Clothing worn when practicing a sport or martial arts. So, hot pants. Jumping while taking damage restores health. That's... Sounds like they were hurting for ideas for souls with that one. Okay, I'll take it. a very specific thing, especially from an enemy that doesn't ever jump, right? It's almost like the big thing that stands out about him is that he's very much rooted. Going left here and dropping down. I wonder if it's like a significant amount of healing too. So you only heal if you take damage while in the air, like when you're not on the ground? I'm curious now. Just for funsies. No? Jumping while taking damage. I don't really understand what that means. Cancels knockback? Wow, that's a pretty significant mistranslation. Okay, that's a little. That makes more sense with these guys, since you can't stagger them, right? I wonder how they got there. Hey, a boss is now a regular enemy. Cool. Level up. What, the X-Boss is a decently useful soul? Ooh, I don't like that guy can kick shit at me. I thought I was pretty safe there. Just shit. How far back does that take me? That's pretty far back. That's a bummer. Oh, that's a bummer. Pretty much that entire tall area. Ew, and I lost some souls too. Oh well. We'll be more careful next time. Did save after I went and talked to Sypho, right? Yeah. Okay. Golem uppercut indeed. Really need to find a save point over in that area. That or just like take the warp and use. It's a long trek from there, but consider that kind of a save point. There wasn't anything back there. It was like a mind up or something. It's okay, GBA, you can keep up. If I walk past there later, I'll grab it. Dance hall. Okay, I can't dismiss text. It's not a terribly long walk. You realize it just happened though, as I was trying to press different button combinations to try to skip past that cutscene. And I accidentally pressed the button combination for soft reset, which is on the GBA, so I'm gonna walk back again. Womp womp. I was like, hey, it skipped the cutscene. Whoops. Well, at least that didn't happen, like, before I died. At least I died and lost all that progress anyway, if that makes sense. I feel less, there's not much time wasted as a result. That's what I get for complaining about Shin Megami Tensei not having a soft reset, despite being the kind of game that wants you to use one. Please. Yeah, I like having soft reset. 100% agree. Okay, I got my Skull Archer back. Don't know if I'm ever going to use it, but I'll take it. Go grab the lance real quick. A dizzying fall. I think that's one of the ones in, shit. Like, list of facts and figures for Darkest Dungeon. I'm their cursed champion. What? There's nothing actually up there. Alright. Attempt number 3 at getting through this area without dying or soft resetting. Hey, mysterious guy in a cool trench coat. What's groovin'? Jay. Mr. J. Alright, let's, like, try to double down on finding a save point this time. I feel would be nice, too. I still have my... Okay, good. Ghost Dancer one is the one I really wanted to make sure I still had. Actually going all the way down this time, see what we can find. I can't slide to get that yet. Purple version of the Evil Butcher. So does he have the same soul, it's just that he has more health or something? Let's see, I can switch to the dagger maybe? Ah, it sucks. Let's try the archer, I guess. I see, so you can summon them and then leave them behind, but there's a delayed attack there. That was the thing that killed me last time. Crazy spin up super move. He's the same other than color? Interesting. Where's the Fleaman soul, I wonder? Hey, there's a boss door down here. Oh, I was pretty close to a save point then. Presuming this is a save this way, it might not be. That's a bummer. That's okay though. Shit happens. I like how this game doesn't have boss cutscenes, you know?
We've got this, Marstead. Win. Ow. Win. First try.
Like, you walk into the room and you just start moving immediately, then you'll see the boss eventually. I like that better. There's some cool cinematic stuff they did in the other games with boss cutscenes, but it makes it better for when you're attempting them again, and it's kind of cool to just be in control and be like, oh shit, look at that big thing. Crap. Like the weapon I'm using is not great for fighting this particular enemy. Let me try just about anything else. Maybe the whip sword has the range that I'm lacking right now. Ow. Bummer. Puking rocks on me, man. Dark crystal, son of a bitch. I guess it's only his hand that... Oh, I thought you had to hit him in the center. Okay, but his hand blocks damage is how it works. So I could get him at the bottom there. His one foot is forward. Ouch. Oh, I tried doing a slide attack. I forgot I don't have that unlocked yet. There we go, that went pretty well. Hey, there's a slide. Is there like a thing in this room when I first walked in? I saw something like it was burrowing. What's up with that? Is that really a thing? Can I do anything with that? It's trying to tell me that I should, hold on. There's been a ton of places I've been to that have required this sliding ability. Also using it to avoid enemy damage would be nice. Has a chance of not burrowing right away. You just walk in and out of the room over and over until it doesn't burrow, I guess. I'll give it a try. Does it have a low soul drop chance? I feel like it's probably not worth spending a ton of time on. Yeah, right, Dieter? Oh, hello. Oh, it's a Tsuchinoko. Oh, that's clever. It's a mythological Japanese creature. I don't know if I have the ability to take it out right now. I don't think I'm buff enough to be able to fight it. You have to do a ton of damage in like 2 hits to be able to kill it, which I don't really have the deeps for right now, unfortunately. Try if I have a soul here. This is in Metal Gear Solid 3, actually. It's kind of funny. Alright, maybe I'll come back if I get a soul that would be really good for attacking it, but I don't have the deeps right now to take it out, I don't think. What does the soul do, since I'm not going to get it? 300 HP. Okay, thank you. Yeah, it's not going to happen. Oh, man. Really don't like these straw men. Let's do the Evil Butcher. It's not great either. Okay. MP recovery is increased. That's pretty cool, actually. I might actually want to head back and make sure I hold on to that power-up. One of these days I'm gonna, like... I keep insisting that equip is the first thing in the menu and soul is the second thing. And I waste time every time I go into the menu because of it. Discount at the shop. Oh, that's clever. It's a Tsuchinoko. Really? Good job, Snake. Okay, just attacking them a bunch and dealing with the chance of getting strawman uppercut. Not so bad. There's a high potion. This hammer must really like Tsuchinokos. Mesmerizes the enemy. What does that really mean? Okay. I feel like the whole soul system opens them up to be pretty silly. There's already a lot of silliness. Oh, it's different characters? It like taunts them. That's really goofy. Guessing that doesn't work on boss fights. Have to take a stab. It's pretty cool though. Cool. An appropriate ability for the killer doll to give you, too. Killed you before you could do your shit. Ouch. So gonna get their soul back since I lost it, so I game over. Hey, that's pretty good. Maybe for boss fights where luck doesn't matter, I'll take it. All that for $500, huh? I guess it wouldn't make sense for this to connect anywhere else, so there's probably not a secret there. We'll keep the luck one equipped most of the time, but I might turn that one on for bosses. Yeah, souls are more important to me right now, so I'll keep the luck +4 on. $500 is a lot. What's the way to do that? Just go in and stab till he dies. Don't stress about it. Alright, so the guy gives decent XP. I feel like I've gotten a couple level ups off of him. Combat knife drop rate's quite high, actually. Okay, I don't think I need to heal again. Well, or save again. I should go down and preserve that strength +8 in case I have trouble up above. That's where I was having trouble to begin with, anyway. Don't care, not worth my time. I think the cache in this series is meant to be Western cache. So I don't know, but previous games all take place in Europe. It's saying it's a lot of money in the context of this game, since usually you only get drops of like $10 to $100. Right. Everyone knows about that European dollar. I think it's been dollar bills though since like Lament of Innocence. It was still called dollars, right? Before that symbol was a thing. Try grabbing that sword. They drop T. Cut all. Short sword for stabbing. Oh, interesting. You want the combat knife? Like a slightly shittier version of the combat knife, I feel like. Can't move through that pillar. can't jump up that yet, so we're not going to worry about it. I got my gym clothes back. Just dropped last time before I died. I guess I could put the fire thing on. I haven't been using... Oh, shit. Oh, that sucks. That was before I died. Would have been nice for progression, too. It's a bummer. Big time bummer. Oh well. Yeah, the only example I can think of, Waylon, is Earthbound. It's like $1,200 for a hamburger. I had the, I forget the name of the enemy. It's like a wheel that has a lion head in the middle. It makes little fireballs rotate around me. I don't know how rare it actually is. Or if it is rare at all. Inflation hit Eagle Hand pretty hard. Right. That's the one. I love all the enemies with the permanent corpse. It's super cool. One, two, three, four, five, six. Should count the number of hits. It's hard to count when you're making tons and tons of bows and arrows. Karate Maid, Persephone. High Mind Up. Garbage. I don't want to fight that invisible enemy. She takes a lot of hits to kill. She hits me really hard. Not worth the risk. Hello. She does the little bow before she starts trying to kill you. It's great. That was weird. Oh, interesting. It's like the Alice in Wonderland rabbit, isn't it? Pretty cool. Sets back time. Turns back time, he finds a way. Let's try Evil Butcher. Okay, so you have to be pretty fast to get to him. I don't think I have enough skills to get to him just yet. So, we'll go with... I think this works. Once he sees you, he dismisses you. Okay, maybe I can get a grenade out to him in time. Probably not, he disappears really fast. Yeah, as soon as you use an ability, he dismisses you. It's a cool way to gate progression in that room. There's not a lot of enemies in Castlevania that can actually block your progress. You can force your way through them, that kind of thing. Damage boost or... Hey, what's up? What did she say? Ha, clever. I just saw all the heads on the walls. There's gotta be some, Easter eggs on the heads on the walls, right? No, he's a wizard. I want to save our MP for when he becomes a wizard next time. My headcanon, this is the dude from Order of Ecclesia. Let's hold on to his head. This is a really cool boss. Hey, Grant Dynasty style. That sucks. Tongue, man. Curious how many phrases she has. I'm gonna go ahead and die here. It's okay. I can use my resources more smartly this time since there's a save right outside. I like the game over painting. I don't know what it's supposed to be of, but it looks cool. Okay, there's only the 3 on the mantle. Okay, she can still hit you. She's significantly less dangerous. Let me switch to having some range here. Combat knife. Doesn't matter for this fight. Alright. That was a big waste. I think we want to save it. Actually, it's easier for me to hit him during this phase than Blizzard phase, so we'll save all of our magic for the Blizzard phase. Okay, here we go. Doesn't affect anything. There's no critical hits, presumably. Just in range. That's about right. She's pretty resistant to my damage from this thing. Unless if I... What's the penalty for poison in this game? Is it not health damage? Is it how much damage you deal instead? My plan to brute force her at the end there was not a good one. Because of the way poison works. Whew, didn't really deserve that. Collect souls to increase strength. Oh, that's interesting. So Headhunter is more powerful the more overall souls you've collected. It's clever. And up Increases all stats. That's cool. That's cool. Everything except for luck. Bummer. Magic only, maybe? Or only when that shield's up, I see. So does that include stacks of the same... Sorry. Stacks of the same soul contribute to that? Because I'm able to get multiple stacks of the same soul? This enemy's frustrating, just a little bit. But collecting multiple copies of his soul doesn't do anything other than that, I guess. Make Headhunter better. And it's all the souls you've collected, not just some particular ones. Gotcha, that's cool. So I'd probably use that in boss fights once it gets better than the Minotaur one. Oh, this thing can still hit me even after he dies. What a bummer. That's cool. So gonna die. Yeah. Hoping there's gonna be a save point once we get to the top of this area with the crazy Mode 7 clouds in the background, right? Do you get NP back faster if you stand still in this game? Oh gosh, Ben. Hold on one sec. Ben just unplugged my monitor. I'll be right back. Hey, what's this? Walk on water surfaces. That's cool. Undine. Makes sense. It's the one I'm using, Mega Man. I was asking if standing still further increases it. Oh shit. I can use a potion. I don't have a lot of other sources of healing. Hey, iron plate. Nice. Hunting. Poison secreting sword. Cool. Oh, it comes out pretty fast too. It's like comparably fast to the combat dagger. It's a little bit slower. Shit, I left this one alive. Alright, let's go heal. Let's go get to a save point. Post haste, and then maybe we'll go back to one of the water areas. There's a couple new zones we can reach with the ability to walk on water. Make sure I've got the luck skill back on. Poison's like an element in this game, I assume? Or is there an actual status effect you can inflict on enemies? Yeah, that's cool, Calic. Keep all that progress. I don't think I can get to that guy still. It's okay. There's no one else really to check here. The other area that shows up on the map, but I don't think I was able to get there when I visited it earlier. And the range on this thing is much better too. The combat knife served me well for a while. I feel like it's less, or it's more balanced than it was in Symphony of the Night, where it was really, really strong. The attack speed was everything. So many other things came out of your stats. Glad I can kill the Valkyrie. This room's more than a little suspicious. Huh. Maybe an ability I'm gonna get later. Let's maybe do something with the mirrors. I don't think there's anything I can do in there right now. Right. Clever. Kitties are being cute and throwing the cat cam. Ouch. Iron plate. Defense is a lot bigger deal in this game. There's only like a net +8 defense or something. Maybe less than that. We've gone from taking like 14 damage per hit from those guys to like 2. Try this way first. Hitbox in that thing is crazy. That's cool. Kioma demon is a kind of like demon that lives in mirrors. Get him to come out again so I can fight him. I don't know what triggered him to leave last time. Any idea what makes this guy pop out of the mirror? Just standing there long enough, I guess. Hey, another warp room. Awesome. Still not close to any save points. What soul does he give? I think you have to stand still in a very particular part of the mirror. In dead center. Oh, that's good. I don't have to worry about trying to farm for it. I'll just leave this on for a bit while they're being cute. Yokoso? I can still hit them from behind when they have the little shield. That's good to know. That's area progress. Let's try checking the other way. It means welcome. Cool. Whoa, hello, Lilith. What's up? hanging out on the floor, just waiting for Soma to show up. Oh, she's pretty nasty. Yeah, so there I thought I saw the... I thought I saw me breaking a wall. I don't think so. Yokoso? Skeleton at least arcs if it's something that's in the floor. Didn't look like it though. Yokoso and Yukiko. It's not anything alike. Okay, another door. Let's see what else is up here first. Ouch. Ouch. Those things suck if you can't kill them in one hit. It's already rough enough to hit them once. No charming bullshit. Really? It's just a dead end, huh? Alright. Totally would have hit something in the floor there. Down left. So areas to check out all the way to the east too. We're not really currently prevented from exploring by lack of abilities. Maybe like having a higher jump will matter soonish, but okay. Don't think we want to do that. It's gonna be hard to get back here. Does this game have like the equivalent of a library card or something that lets you warp back to the entrance? Or no? I missed having that in Portrait of Ruin. To have my oh shit button, I need to go heal. See what's off this way. Top floor. It's not ominous at all. Music's pretty bumping too. Yeah, we'll come back there later when we get a new ability. Just the warp rooms, gotcha. Oh. Not mean to do that, there we go. I guess the main reason for going in there was getting the Undine power. That was the one big progression ability that I learned. I like that when you have every enemy giving you a soul, you can have some that are like always on progression spells, and other ones that you only have to turn on super briefly. Like Undine's one of those, I would say. Short hops. Pretty strong control over your jump in this game. It's impressive. I can't climb up there yet. Yeah, you can get a really short hop. That's really cool, actually. Okay, so I know that the dark area in the southwest I could get to with Undine. There's also one further in the southwest I could get to with Undine. I'm going to see what's over far in the east, and then I might warp back afterward. I guess that's one I can't get to yet either, because I can't slide in there. It'd be like a ledge grab ability or something like that. we might get later. Did I just never go up here? Really? Alright, well, there's probably a lot more I can explore than when I first came here. Like a very vertical zone though, so maybe not. Without whatever this game's super jump is. Flying ability. I can ring the bells. It's a nice touch. Never gonna use that. Mind is like MP regeneration and healing, presumably? Does it do anything else? Or does it give you something other than... It seems like a weird stat that all of the upgrades you get are mind up, you know? There's not really any strength ups that I've bumped into so far. If they even exist. Bamboo sword. Alright, nothing interesting up here. Oh, is that what it's an ether? Oh, you're right. Okay, I thought it affected the stat mind. It was a stat in at least one of these games. You're correct, Sky. So I can save here. I don't think we did this whole section of the castle with double jump earlier, so we'll see what all we can find. This was a boss room before. I had a secret, but I couldn't climb up here the first time we came here, I don't think. I can't get up there at all. Maybe if I climb up this way I can, though. And there's a warp room. I guess there's still a room I can go in the bottom right section, all the way over to the left. I don't know what was blocking me there. It may have been sliding. Could go check that. I'll have to decide. I'm not sure if I want to do that, though. There's money. Do I want to warp out of here, or do I want to check out what's in that room all the way at the bottom? It's such a long walk from here. Can someone just let me know how I get through that door, little orphan door in the bottom right corner? I'll turn on the cursor and point out what I'm talking about here. One sec. This guy right here. Someone wants to look that up and tell me how I get through there. If it's, you don't have to tell me exactly what ability to use, but if I'm able to do it. I come from the other side. Okay, so I don't want to do that right now. Thank you. It'd be a waste of time to go down there. Let's get out of here then. Let's go down this way. So one of the rooms down there is just optional, I think. This game has a really cool soundtrack so far. I think the game I've played that has the best use of the GBA soundtrack is probably Mother 3. Has one of the best soundtracks of all time. It's a little bit less powerful than the SNES soundtrack. It's particularly impressive when you can make it sound good. It's a lot tinnier too. Ouch. I think I like this game's soundtrack better than Circle of the Moon and Harmony of Dissonance so far too. Those are both still quite good. A couple areas in particular are really rad in both of those games. Golden Sun. Those come up on Rainwave quite a bit. Like those as well. Mother 3 just kind of has an absurd amount of music in it. Okay, so we go Undine. This is where I need to farm for the Merman Soul if I really needed it. Fires a water pistol. There it is. Elfin Robe. I think I've gotten a thing for that slot in a while. Oh, really? Better defense? Yay, elves! It's very silly, but I'll take it. See if that water gun soul's any good. What despawned? Okay, so I don't have the thing that lets me sync yet. So I'll have to get to that other gray area by a different path. I thought you auto-collected souls. Is it possible for something to drop without you picking it up? Oh, interesting. I didn't even notice it. I guess it's kind of like the dagger, but it can travel through walls. Don't think the dagger can travel through walls. Okay, so you can't just like run in and out of a room and murder things really quickly. Like it's possible you'd lose out on the soul if you were doing that too fast, presumably. Let's see. Go all the way east and then down and then east. That may have been another Undine door. I like the way short hopping works in this game. Like, Metroidvanias have always worked such that if you attack while in the air, you can keep your forward momentum, but if you attack while on the ground, it makes you pause. But it's really easy in this game to do a little short hop, like Smash Brothers style. I think there was water this way, I guess we'll find out. Yeah. You get to the benefit of an aerial without actually having to be too far in the air. Alright, let's see what's up here. Nothing that way. Hey! This is progress, potentially. Yeah, it's a totally new area at the castle. That's cool. This one has a longer wind-up on the ground, too. It comes out instantly. Hey, you probably petrify people, right? Medusa's chicken. I kind of like the basic bestiary everybody has from playing lots of video games, reading lots of fantasy. And you look at a giant chicken monster and you're like, that thing probably petrifies me. The game doesn't have to do it. I'm drawing that resonance. I'm gonna have to call it out in game, obviously. Oh wow, that water thing actually kind of sucks, doesn't it? Try using the killer doll. I don't do a lot of damage with this thing, unfortunately. Combat knife was way better, because they're just resistant to poison. I think it's its damage type, I don't think it actually inflicts any ailments at all. This area is really pretty. Yeah, it's one of the advantages of, like... How the shit did I get up here? That's weird. I don't even remember where I came from. Must have gone through a warp without realizing it. Huh. That's one of the advantages of like using classic monsters instead of creating your own monsters. You get that resonance. Players will look at it and know what it's supposed to do. This guy never turn around. Oh, that's distressing. Leave him alone. Oh, weird. Right on. More money. Oh, you can turn around. Hello, Manticore bud. Let's groove in with you. I think you would be resistant to poison. Is the Manticore soul any good? We're all sudden in the Lost Woods. Hey! Classic enemy. And then, surprise, there's a devil. That's cool. I feel like I remember the werewolf soul being kind of cool in Dawn of Sorrow. I might be making that up, though. Souls haven't been dropping for a while, even with all this extra luck. Say, did I legit stagger that guy? I think it's just when you attack him when he's doing the, Why does a werewolf drop milk? I don't need to ask. I think when you attack him when he's doing his slide attack, it knocks him back. It's a fire pillar attack. Interesting. Clock tower. Hey, not at all the bad guy. See you too. I've got something to ask you. Are you trying to be Dracula? The term inherit is incorrect. I was born on the very day that Dracula was destroyed. I am Dracula. You've been so kind and friendly to me. I don't consider you a threat to my mission. What kind of power has awoken within you? The power to rule? Impossible! You are wrong, Soma. I will not allow you to rule. Soma's a little arrogant. What power do you have? I have the power to kick ass. I rule. Hey. Goodness. Clock tower stress. Blood is conveyance there. Maybe don't move into those blue spikes. Be unhappy. So that's technically a palette swap straw man. Crumbling floors, always a treat. Everybody loves the clock tower in every Castlevania game. We're going to be playing Aria's Sorrow for about another 30 minutes before we wrap up. We'll return sometime next week. Once we beat it, we'll start up Dawn of Sorrow. What's up, Yoko? Which way did he go? Something important in the throne room. Oh, Soma. Does that really make us comrades? Chonsu-desu? Japanese like to use the English word chance to mean that. Chantsu. Alright, let's go save. Guessing the Medusa heads petrify you, knock you into the spikes. I need to find a way to kill those guys faster. Maybe I can just eat one hit from them. It's kind of manageable. So I can't sink yet. Bomber armor. Don't do enough damage to him with that. What else we got here? Ooh, that's even worse. Can try water maybe, but that seemed pretty shitty last time I tried using it. That's a little bit better. Still expensive to cast though. Give me your soul. I want to be a bomber man. Hello. That guy's soul too. This guy's not as bad as he looks. Just run away from the bomb when he throws it. Should be okay. Uh-oh. It's a breakable wall at the bottom left. First bomber armor. Check it out in a second. These guys seem to give decent XP, so... I think this is where there was a secret wall. Oh wow, yeah. Okay. Secret wall here in Rondo of Blood and Symphony of the Night as well. Hey, this is, I think Mistletoe is named for the mistletoe dart that Loki tricked Baldur's blind brother Hod into using to kill him. Because Baldur's mom had gone all across the world and made every living and everything basically promised not to injure him. So rocks, trees, swords, iron. But she didn't make... That's pretty cool. She didn't make Mistletoe swear because it was too young, or thought to be too harmless. So Loki made a dart out of Mistletoe. Oh, it's like It's really, really fast attack, it looks like, in the air. Made a dart out of mistletoe and gave it to Hod. Tricked him into killing his brother. Does way more damage to the bombers, too. Makes sense for it to be Holy Elemental. Better than the Poison Elemental that wasn't working on a lot of enemies. At least I can swap between them. There's an enemy that resists Holy later. Oh, I totally would have put a secret there. At least I was able to walk over the spikes. So she seems a little bit more resistant to the Valkyrie. She still dies in one hit, so that's fine. How can I not slide on that thing? I guess it's a way to get out. Lightning Doll. Cool. Neat. Not worth it. Costs a lot of MP to cast that. Hey J Pry, how's it going? How you been? Hey, there's that classic Castlevania. This is what you were mentioning earlier about bosses that don't drop a soul definitely spawn somewhere else in the game so you can get them. Should probably go find a save point instead of fighting this guy. I'm gonna get myself killed. Can you not stand on that edge? Really appreciate it if you would not do that, dude. This sucks. There we go. That went much faster that time. Come on, save point. Shit. Let's get the skeleton back. You can get like an axe. Not great damage, but at least can hit them pretty safely. Probably use a potion here in a sec. Hey, save point, probably. Yes. What a treat. Okay. Let's try moving stuff around here. Look, like that costs way too much to be worth casting. Try this against the boss. Death, maybe? It is the clock tower. Well, it's a little early to fight Death. Hey, what's up, dog? No, it's Steve. Not Death. Damage is Scythe in this one. That's interesting. Death himself is ethereal this time for some reason. Whoa, maybe don't let those laser things hit me next time. Now I know. Come on. Okay. So when we fight him for real? Oh, cool. That's pretty neat. We're gonna die this time, but we'll be ready next time. Slightly more ready. Oh man, he sucks in phase 2. He does like 100 damage a hit. Let me try exploring the rest of the clock tower before I fight him. I feel like I want to have like a soul that can hit him a little bit harder than that. It's pretty rough. Let me go over to the west, and I can maybe try checking what's at the bottom, and then east and west from there. Good Castlevania to start with. Have you played a Metroidvania before, J-Pry? Like a Metroid game? Or a game in that style? Taper my suggestion depending on whether you played a game in this genre before or not. If you're not too familiar with the genre, let me think. Okay, so that's a one-way thing. I'll be knocking that wrecking ball back, presumably. Hit it so that it lets me get through there from the other side. If you want to see what Castlevania used to be like, you could play... I think people really like Rondo of Blood, which is a TurboGrafx 16 game, TurboGrafx CD. You can get it on the Wii and Wii U Virtual Console. That one's a little bit older though, so it hasn't aged quite as well. Newer one is Castlevania Adventure Rebirth. Is for the Wii, or it's for WiiWare. So if you have a Wii, you can pick it up in the eShop. I really like that one, and it's got a lot of modern sensibilities in its design. If you're looking for the non-traditional, like side-scrolling Castlevanias, if you want to see what Metroidvanias are all about, Symphony of the Night is a solid first start. Every other Metroidvania is better than Symphony of the Night, so it's probably the best one to start with, so you don't have trouble getting into it later. It's still a really solid game, and it did a lot to define the genre beyond what Metroid had already done. Hey, airport Wi-Fi. Okay, can't go down there. I guess I should just try to fight death. Maybe I can get another level up. Make a big enough difference. That's going to do 2 more damage to those bomber armors, so maybe. So, because I still have the Minotaur on. Turn on Ghost Dancer for now. Yeah, if you've never played Metroid before, I wouldn't start with the original Metroid, though. I would start with either Super Metroid for the Super Nintendo, or even better, I'd say Metroid Zero Mission, which is a remake of the original Metroid in the style of Super Metroid. It's probably the best remake ever made. It's a great introduction to the series. It's got a lot of modern design sensibility behind it. It's a lot easier to get stuck in Super Metroid than it is in Zero Mission. Yeah, if I were to recommend one first ever Metroid game, I'd probably go with Zero Mission. Or if you want to do something that's kind of even more modern, very pretty graphics, soundtrack, and presentation, you could try Aria and the Blind Forest. It's on Steam, should be pretty cheap. Where are you flying to, Propagable? Alright, so I still don't feel like I have stuff I want for this boss fight. Skull Archer wasn't great. Lightning's just way too expensive. I could try throwing spears at him, maybe. Like I said, the arrows weren't good enough. I'm guessing the Killer Doll does not work on death. I have to take a stab and assume that doesn't do anything. Try Skeleton, maybe? I can throw stuff at him from below fairly safely. So the goal is to try to minimize the damage I take in the first phase of the fight. Yeah, no problem. It's a great genre. I think that Metroidvanias are a very pure genre of video games as far as like their length is, I think, just right. They tend to be about 10 hours long. Not too much longer than that, depending on the game. Mechanics are pretty tight. The feeling of exploration is really well communicated, I think. It's a good balance of like dexterity. Often there's some benefit to doing a small amount of grinding. Some mild platforming without any like instant death mechanics from platforming, usually. Yeah, Lana Lana is the exception. Heard that. Oh, touching death doesn't hurt me during this phase. Okay, that makes a pretty big difference to how I approach it. Just touching the scythe. I'd like to see most games move away from like touching enemies damaging you. It's a lot more interesting when an attack hits you, that's what damages you. But I see why certain games do it one way or the other. Holy god. Okay. Holy shit. I need to learn this guy. I've tried to pause so I could heal there. Just use a bunch of healing items to try to learn that phase. I won't stress about it too much, Phelan. Ah, nice property. Safe flight to you. Safe and painless flight. Figure out how many times I have to hit this thing, too. Ah, shit. So if I start running in the wrong spot, I'm just gonna take damage. I can't avoid it. I have to have a good chunk of the map to move through once the first one appears. Yeah, I saw that in my last attempt. Okay. Getting him to phase 2 isn't too bad if you just press the attack and know that he can't damage you when he's translucent like that. That's a jump over him type attack. That's a slide probably. Duck didn't seem to cut it. Maybe it's a run away from him. It depends on where he throws it, I guess. Oh, that attack sucks. Use another one of those. That's the jump one. To give him some room after he uses it, though. This is one where the Skell Archer is probably going to be a little bit better in this phase, since he kind of stays on the same part of the map. Shit. Took 2 hits there when I shouldn't have taken any. That attack is really dangerous when he does that. You can be high enough in the air when he first triggers it, and you can get away from it, I feel like. Later, Propagable. Catch you later. Thanks for popping in. Alright, let's see. Probably justify using some resources in this fight. Can I see how much XP I need to level up? 20, 30. 1930. Okay, and they give 100 a pop. I get one more level up, maybe. $19.30, $16.30. So that guy also gives 300. Can't tell if he's easier or harder to kill than these three. I have to have just a little bit more wiggle room in winning this fight, that's all. Yeah, that's pretty reasonable. You can mostly just tank his damage too. Watch to see if he drops anything good. Assuming he's got a cool soul. Nice. One more should be enough to level up, I think. Yeah, one time it didn't hit me, the other time it did. I don't know. Hey, I guess I could probably sell that later. Nothing else. Let's take a look here. The Elfin Robe is still my best defense. I don't really need the Lucky Charm, but the difference in stats is practically non-existent, so I'm not going to worry about it. And then I didn't really use Skeleton, so I'll keep Skull Archer for his second phase. Let me say really quick with that in place. Alright, death attempt number like 4 or 5. Wouldn't be Castlevania if death was trivial, right? Something that's really tricky to do, it involves a weird input, is to try to attack forward while moving backwards after jumping. And there's only like a button you can hold to do that automatically. But it's definitely the way to fight these guys. Holy shit. Got trapped in him there, that sucks. I'm like pushing the D-pad in a really weird way to do that. Yeah, he's pretty rough. It's definitely a don't let him hit you boss, right? Especially in phase 2, you can't really afford to take any damage from him. I don't know is if I can hit him by targeting his scythe. If I have to hit his body. Because like I can touch his scythe when I'm trying to attack him, that sucks. So able to duck through that. Okay, I guess I can duck that one. It doesn't look like it. His hitbox is kind of misleading. That one I wouldn't be able to duck though. Makes sense. So I think I want to spend a good chunk of this fight in the air. Change where he chooses to target his moves, you know? Try rolling under him when he does that next time. Shit, I thought I was dodging that one successfully there. I was not. Hey! Does Lightning Doll really work against him, Mr. Voda? Oh, cool. Attack enemies using sickles. I figured Lightning Doll would only hit him once and not be worth the MP expenditure. Let's try out Death. With a whimper, you know? Which is a thing that I have turned on. That's funny. Cool. Pretty neat. Allows you to walk underwater. Hey! Alright, so we got a ton of new places we can explore with that. Yeah, it did damage to me, I just wasn't low enough on health for it to kill me. That's unusual. I feel like a lot of the Metroidvanias are careful to make the boss stop damaging you once you've depleted its hit points. Like that'd only be useful when you're in an area where you're pretty likely to kill him in one shot, right? Put my luck ability back on. I'll try to get out of here. Just passively takes out all the Medusa heads. You can see that. I never found a warp here, which is kind of surprising. The area was never really a problem. Like, I wasn't really getting killed by Medusa heads or getting knocked into shit. Do they home slightly? I thought they were just random on the screen. Makes them a little bit more valuable. It's an animation that only happens when you kill him. Interesting. I wonder why they made that choice. Alright, so this should be progress. Well, let me go save really quick. We only have a few minutes left today for Aria of Sorrow before we wrap up. So it'll return next week. We'll play through this one and Dawn of Sorrow. And then we'll be done with the entire Castlevania series. It's going to be bittersweet like it was with Zelda and Dark Souls. But I think we'll play Bloodstained when it comes out. Do the same thing and give people time to get ahead of me on it. Okay, so is this an ability that I turn on? No. It's a yellow spell. That's very exciting. Breath of the Wild will be a play it the night it comes out for a couple hours. We'll give a week or two for people to catch up, get ahead of me in the game, so you don't get spoiled if you choose to watch it. There we go. Tetrified for the first time. Hey, thanks for the follow, button. Welcome. My gremlin only dies in one hit. I never actually tried attacking him. Maybe flew around too much. Ow. Hey, warp room, fantastic. Beautiful timing. I still don't think there are any warp rooms that are much closer to a save point. They're all pretty far. I guess the one at the very entrance is close-ish. Oh, the blue ones don't drop a soul. Interesting. Does Hammer's inventory change throughout the game or not really? Yeah. And the game's about 8 to 10 hours. It's pretty standard. Outside of La Mulana, most of these games are pretty reasonably lengthed, so to speak. Oh, the Pro Controller? I didn't, Chaos. I can get one on Amazon tonight, though, if you think it'll make a big difference. Probably still get one in time. I don't know if Amazon has them. Cool. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. I'll give you guys an update of what's coming up for the rest of this week.